How are you, gentlemen? I'm Mike64, and welcome to a potentially new series of mine. I have decided to make this video after YouTuber Medabots Advance made a video theorizing on the lore and logic regarding the Medaforce. A theory posted by Reddit user Yay855 also acted as inspiration. I will link both of these in the description. Now, before we start theorizing on the Medaforce, we first need to understand the lore and logic regarding it. The Medaforce is one of the most powerful attacks a Medabot can do. This attack involves channeling all of the Medabot's energy into one strike. This normally ends with said Medabot coming out of the road battle victorious, but highly fatigued. In the show's lore, the Medaforce can only be used by Medabots that harbor a rare metal, which are remnants of an ancient Medabot civilization that predates humans. Most Medabot metals are clones from these rare metals, which causes the Medaforce ability to be lost in the process. Well, not really. In the 46th episode, the Medabot Smilodon does manage to activate the Medaforce despite not having a rare metal, and that's where our theory starts. Let's first go over the theory on Reddit. Basically, this theory states that the Medaforce is able to be used by any Medabot, however, Medabots with rare metals are able to summon it much easier. This theory ties into the theory done by Medabots Advance, where he states that Medabots need to be in a dire situation or is to be going through a highly emotional state to be able to summon the Medaforce. There is actually some evidence to support this as well. When Rokusho summons the Medaforce in the 25th episode, he was full of rage and wanted to kill Dr. Aki. When Medabi used it on the Bray brothers, it was also due to rage. When Medabi summoned the Medaforce for the first time, it was used to save Rokusho. And when Smilodon summoned it during the tournament, the stakes made it into a do-or-die situation. This theory can also be flipped over when the Medaforce didn't activate during Medabi's fight with Peppercat in episode 27, since there was no real high stakes, it was just an exhibition match. Another piece of information we can scrape up is that after the 10 Days of Darkness, Medabots were installed with a failsafe mechanism in order to prevent any similar incidents. This would in theory mean that Medabots never see a fight too seriously. Looking at all the road battles in the series, it's pretty easy to see that all the Medabots that fight don't seem to be in any pressure. They all seem very calm and level-headed during road battles. This could point to the fact that the failsafe mechanism seems to act as a form of stress reliever, which means that they don't see battles as highly serious, which explains why the Medaforce is a rare occurrence. But that still doesn't explain the correlation between the Medaforce and rare metals. Well, one thing we need to remember is that the rare metal normally means a more skilled Medabot. Medabi, Rokusho, and Arcbeal all show off very skilled fighting abilities. This would technically mean that the more skilled a Medabot is, the more easier it is for them to summon the Medaforce at will, since the Medaforce being summoned out of reaction is extremely rare and borderline impossible for most Medabots. Now, one Medabot I have glanced over is War Bandit. Seems odd that I would exclude him since he has a rare metal, right? Well, it's possible that he doesn't have a rare metal, but rather he's just that skilled. Two key points here back this up. For one, War Bandit is considered one of the best road battlers in the world. This is shown due to his impressive agility, marksmanship, and survivability. Could it be possible that Victor trained War Bandit to use the Medaforce? Another key point is when during the 51st episode, it's stated that since War Bandit and Medabi had rare metals, they were reliving a past life. However, only Medabi's side is shown, and War Bandit appearing in the dream flashback thing doesn't immediately mean that's the actual War Bandit. It's possible that War Bandit was just shut down similar to the rest of the Medabots. If both these points are true, then that shows that summoning the Medaforce at will is possible for a normal Medabot, it's just difficult to learn. In summary, the Medaforce is an ability that is typically summoned during an intense situation. However, it can be summoned at will, but it's mostly done by rare metal Medabots due to it being a far more complex and difficult process for a regular Medabot to learn, which is also why the link between the Medaforce and rare metals was made in the first place. I hope you guys enjoyed this short video of mine. I had a lot of fun making it. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy this video, then leave a like to show your support and subscribe for more content. I'm Mike64, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios!